Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Thursday. It's very much a Thursday feeling, and however, we are back up in the clouds, which is always a nice thing. We have escaped from the nether to carry on the week. I hope that everyone is doing well. I see we've got quite a lot of people in this morning. I don't know what time it is. This evening, or whatever the time zone is for you. So let's have a quick round robin and say hi to everyone. Welcome into Taran. Hopefully the landlord nonsense won't be too evil. Welcome in Frauke, who's apparently off fishing. True Purple, good evening. Superfast Fair, Galicious XP Alidocious, good to see you. Blast Jordan, I hope that whatever the heck it is that you're going to have to be lurking and doing isn't too evil. I know it sounded like it was going to be quite busy. Welcome into Raven, and did I say True Purple yet? Yes, I did say. Welcome in, True Purple. This is where I get confused and start saying names 2 or 3 times. Deathly Mini, welcome into you. And let's scroll a little bit faster. Scroll, scroll. You never know, I might even figure out what the heck I'm doing. No, not a chance on that. Let's see, keep going. Welcome into Canadian Dragon. True Purple is on a 260 stream streak. Good lord. These numbers keep getting higher and higher and the squirrels keep dancing. Welcome into Diamond Miner Mum. Good to see you. TGM, hey, welcome in. Glam Pixie, good morning to you too. This time zone. Good time zones, everybody. Yes, morning for you. Yeah, Ritsu, welcome in. Just having to let yet another contractor come through and take their blah. Lovely. Contractors, lovely. NPC Clark, or MP Clark even. Giving you an extra C there. Welcome in. Good to see you again. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing okay. Thesis, very much in panic mode for completing it on time, so yeah, panic. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be fine, Blast. Just don't include all the puns. Raven is on a 395 stream. We've overstressed the streak. A 395 stream streak. Yes, almost 400. Raven, that's going to be bonkers. And Glam Pixie on a 135 stream streak going neom. Welcome in. I hope everyone's doing well. Yes, we are back on the airship where Huffy and Puffy are currently hanging out in their little docks, wiggling their tendrils down at us, which is always fun. But we're going to open today having a look at the propellers that need to go onto this front section. And as you can see, I've already tinkered a little bit because, well, to be honest, I needed to figure out a propeller design that was going to be somewhat similar to the one at the back of the ship, and yet significantly smaller, because reasons, obviously. So this is... Hold on. This is what we've got at the back of the ship. And this is what I've got for the front area as a concept. I quite like it. I'm happy with it at the moment. What I might do is take this middle section and put it into the rest of it. You're doing good. Crocheting fidget worms. Ooh. And you're stuck on a cursed fishing boat. Have you been playing Dredge again, Frauke? Right. Let us see what we can do about getting the rest of this done. You, and you. I don't feel safe not having firework rockets on my hotbar when I'm hanging around on top of a Huffy. Is this Huffy or Puffy? I can't tell. This is Huffy. Okay. Hey, Clara, welcome in. And Sci-Fi, welcome in. And we have Hydrate from Superfast Feg. Ah, Final Fantasy XIV fishing boat. You said cursed. It could have been dredged. It could have been Final Fantasy. Both are just as cursed. Sometimes. Right, and a stretch as well. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, up we get, and stretch. Ooh. Right, am I sitting down or no? I'm stood on top of this. Right, let's see if we can get the next section of this built. So it's, and I've immediately goofed. Excellent. This is a good start. Okay, audio is on. And thank you for the lurk, dragon. Wow, that's a hello list there, Clan Pixie. Hello. Alright, I need one of those there and one of those there. And actually I need a second one here. And like that. And I've been putting a button there just because I can. How are you doing, Diamond Miner Mum? Right, so that then has one of those, and one of those in that order. Always useful to have a good order. Welcome in, Landstrad. See, that's the problem with putting barrels in the middle of this. You end up trying to roll out the barrel. No. I'm doing okay. A bit worn out. Today suffered from being slightly evil because my train home got cancelled. So I was in a little bit of a rush to get home for stream. Always good when that happens. I apparently need to take a nap anyway. I love the way that you can bounce off of bed. You've misspelt brutish rail there, Feg. And bouncing into bed here. And we have a Watchog, for those who might be interested in catching a Pokemon. We'll just go with Brutish Rail. It's probably the closest. Right, so after I've done that, I need another one of these, and another one of these. I keep forgetting that if I want to place something, that it requires me to shift, or if I want to actually go downwards on a ghast, I have to look downwards. I can't just shift down. How tall is this ghast? It was carefully phrased. Right. Huffy, I'm going to have to leave you here for a second. So, hopefully you won't run away. Oh, hey! Huffy apparently didn't run away. Always useful. I have learned that where I'm making statements about ghasts, careful phrasing is apparently necessary. Good ghast, yes. I'm not quite sure what well, those I haven't learned about. Have I gotten that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that looks right. 4, 3. Yeah, I'd say we've gotten that right. Let's see if we can get the last. Hey, Nanian. Well, I do stuff up on all of my other statements. Right, I need to definitely be shifting here so that I can place that against a barrel, which is always nice by way of difficulty. Fence. Green, green. No, 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 no. And stay on incapable of controlling a ghast without actually face planting into what they're building. We have Scotsman. All right. Do 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 do. Right, you go there. You go there. You go there. Now comes the interesting bit. No, number 3. That. Oh, let's. Oh, no, I've done that on the wrong side. Nope. Give me that back. Yeah, no. I'm being shifty again. Oh, okay. There should be 2 on the end of this. That makes it no, no, no. I wanted to. Thank you. That makes. Yeah. Possibly. I still need one here, though. So, you. Get back on your ghast. If there's supposed to be 2 on the end, why have I only put 1 here? Okay, let's back up through a camera count, and I think that works quite nicely. I do believe we might have a design for a a blurp, whatever the heck a blurp is. At least it's not a blarp. At which point you start thinking about fnurbles. Yes. Well, I mean yes. You see, a blarp just makes me think of the very odd remake of Lost in Space that they did as a film. Not the more recent remake TV series, but the film with the guy who played Joey from Friends in it. That was just one of those. What were you thinking when you filmed this? Matt LeBlanc, yes. Flarking Fnurbles. Ooh. Careful, Glam Pixie. I might adopt that. Lost... Well, I might as well... Ion Space probably isn't the worst of things. Actually, I'm going to grab another... I've gone into the wrong chest 3 times here. One of those. No. Still the wrong chest. You'd think I'd start learning where my chests were. Sounds like something would say to... Holy rusted iron, Batman. The absolutely ridiculous Batman and Robin. Oh, Mr. Freeze. Played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger clearly knew that it was a terrible film and just decided to have as much fun chewing the scenery as possible. Flark is a Guardians of the Galaxy one from Rocket. Okay, that I could believe. Sometimes you watch a film and you're absolutely convinced that the actors knew it was terrible and just went, this is awful. I'm going to have fun. I think probably the best example of that would be that Robin Hood. The one that was so bad that it got Mickey took out of it by other Robin Hood films. Nice to see you. Yes. One of Rocket's lines in Rivals is, I'm flarking health. Oh, that definitely sounds like a good way of avoiding swearing. I mean, it goes well with... It goes well alongside Fnurbles. So, yes, as you say, flarking Fnurbles. You have to be careful with the phrasing of that one. Yep. Alan Rickman absolutely knew he needed to have fun with that film. And then he asked for a spoon. Spoon! And I forgot to pick up enough copper to cope with this film. This film? Now, the question... One of the things that I need to figure out is, would these two propellers counter-rotate? So, would that one be rotating in the opposite direction to this one? Because I kind of feel like that's the sort of thing you would do to allow for sort of balancing of stresses, but equally, I'm just not sure. Because, I mean, you see propellers on aircraft, and they all go in the same direction, almost all, on... Actually, do they? I'd have to have a look at a... You think yes. I think yes, and I think it would probably look sensible in the build anyway. Alright, I need nothing out of that chest. This is the one I need. Alright. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I... I was about to say, how did I have 4 being waxed when I know I chopped out 5? Google says some spin the same way, some spin opposites, dealer's choice. That feels like a deal with it moment. But yeah, it is one of those things that I think it is dependent entirely on the engineer. Opposite rotation helps counteract the torque, and P factor propeller slipstream effects that can cause handling issues. Now that is a piece of information that is actually really interesting, Feg. Thank you. It feels like the sort of thing of, well, that feels like it's a loaded question, Feg. Because that's how we'll judge. Look, you look nothing like a member of the Laminati. So, two engine broke propellers. You see, that might be where I'm thinking from, Glam Pixie. Thank you. It's always interesting learning things like this in the middle of a all in favor of counter rotation. Say aye. No, I'm not going to vote in chat on the grounds that it's my choice, and my choice is counter rotation. No, we are not dealing with the cult of the eye today. The cult of the eye was yesterday. Oh, I need... well, we'll get those in a minute. What? No understand, Taran. No understand. Why not both? I think I've just gotten this wrong already. Yes, I have. Excellent. Why not both? Probably. Well, the good news is I've gotten it wrong and built it to not counter rotate with the very first set of blocks that I've placed. So I'm doing fantastic here. Dang it. Huffy, I need you to breathe in and then not run away. There you are. Thank you. Right, so what I should have done is one here, then one here, one... Not there, that's for sure. Dope. Think small thoughts, Huffy. Small thoughts. Sin Lily, welcome in. Happy Thursday. I'm fairly sure it's still Thursday. It was last time I looked. One of those, one of those, one of those. One of those. And an Arctibax has appeared. That's an interestingly named Pokemon. Right, so let's see. The good news is because I've got these here, I can do that and that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. Right. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. Right, have I got that all consistently going in the same direction? No, I haven't. I think something hit my I think something hit my blades. Oh, that's wonky. Right, let's get the wonk out. Right, I think the wonk has appeared because I should have done that, and that on this side, like so. Yeah, there was definitely some wonk there. That's better. I think we've managed to unwonk our propeller. It's a bit less wonky. Right. No. No, Feg. Of course not. Oh my. I feel like I need... oh, I know. I was using these as disposable blocks. Right. So, 1, 2. Let's do that. Is that all of that? Yes, it is. That's all right. Let's get that out. I need to get some more spruce trapdoors in a minute because I am decidedly shy of... Ah! Ow. Yeah, I'm going to need that ambulance for that. After that. Buffy! Why? Buffy turned just as I walked straight back on. I swear there's a big grin on that ghast's face there. Yep. Was... Hey, Hunter. Welcome in. Oh, excellent. How? I hope you've had a good day, Hunter. The interesting thing is, Huffy seems not to be in a... This is Huffy, is it? I hope it is. Yeah, either way, this gust doesn't seem to be in a hurry to move anywhere. It just twisted just enough to throw me off... Oh, hold on, while we're here. And while you seem to be in no particular hurry. Of course, all the spruce is down at the ground level. It was very much curse the sudden and inevitable betrayal of this ghast. Puffy, Puffy, why? Why, Puffy? Why did you... Why did you dunk me in the cold, cold sea? Maybe Puffy doesn't like opposite props. You know? It's believable. Maybe Puffy doesn't like counter-rotation. And it is counter to the counter-rotation. For chat to laugh at. That's the other possibility. Maybe Puffy is... Ow. Maybe Puffy is actually on chat's side. You know, I'm going to have to go to bed anyway because the sun is going down. They're a counter-revolution. Something like that, Feg, yes. Curse the sudden and inevitable uprising of the Happy Ghasts. Wow. Managed to bounce off the bed and place a trapdoor. Right, I need... It was a good day. Sorry, and hello. Distracted with last minute packing. That's perfectly sensible, Hunter. Look after yourself. It's good to see you, though. And I'm glad you had a good day. That should give me a stack of spruce trapdoors. Excellent. Yes, packing. Is everyone packing up suddenly? Right. Well, while I'm at this angle, I might as well get these two done. Yeah, no. Come on. No, you can't. You cannot place it. Come on. There. Fantastic. Alright. And now we need to get back on our ghast. Puffy, since you're too cute, I'm just going to accept that you attempted to dunk me and just move on. I will not be upset at your sudden and inevitable betrayal. Unless you do it again. At which point, then I will be upset at your sudden and inevitable betrayal. And chat will just sit and laugh. Because, of course, that's what chat's there for. Laughing at my utter tomfoolery. Need right, Puffy. I need you not to abandon me again. So somewhere in here is a point at which you will. No, apparently there isn't. Apparently this area is now just small enough that Puffy can't actually fly through it. Which might explain why they didn't abandon me. Right. I have inadvertently built a Puffy shelter. Right. Are we nearly there yet? No. That one, that one, that one. Have I got all of the trapdoors in now? I'm looking at this on two different monitors, one on the left and one on the right, and just seeing if they actually look like they match. I think they do. Might be close enough for close enough. Right. Time to swap my inventory around a bit. Because the next thing to do is to work out the floor of that front section of the ship. But if I have a quick look, how does that look? Oh, that looks... Yeah, counter-rotation looks right. That looks right. I think if I'd built them both the same way round, that would have looked wrong. Looks more balanced. Does. You see an off part. Which bit's off? Which bit's off for it to... Because I don't see it, and I'm desperately trying to figure it out now that you said it. Outer fin, bottom up 3. Oh, I've gotten that. That should be the... That's the wrong color, isn't it? Dag nabbit. Thank you. I would never have noticed that. And then it would have annoyed me. Ow. Ooh, just managed to. No. That was wrong. Oh, well, I was going to have to... I guess I am going to end up dropping something. Fine. Geronimo! And there's the 2 bits I dropped. Thank you, Ritsu. Have good meetings, Raven. Excellent. I think that is nicely balanced and looks pretty good now. So, let's sort out the floor. Yeah, that would have probably annoyed me if I had spotted it later. So, thank you for spotting that. I'm almost getting good at this, throwing myself up into the air and landing in the right part of the ship, or the doohickery whatsits, whatever they're called. Scaffolding, yes, those things. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things has a brain, and it's not me. Right. I think I'm going to work with half slabs for much of this, so let's not go with quite that many. You know what, actually, we've got a lot of shaping to do here. Actually, I should probably get some spruce as well. Dang it, the spruce is downstairs. You know, I should probably just... it's a chest, I can't just bring it up here. I was about to say, I should just bring the spruce up, and it doesn't work. And we have a weekly available. Thank you to the Frauke Information Service, aka just thank you to Frauke. Oh, it's leaves hanging off the trees. Right. There. That should hopefully be enough half slabs of both types. And I should feed the Scots before I fall off of something and die. As opposed to just fall off something and end up in the drink. Fortunately, we almost appear to have planned this building so that it is actually over an ocean. Or at least mostly over an ocean. It seemed like a safe place to be. Hail Hydrate! A stretch as well. Thank you, Feg. Everyone remember to look after you. Oh, ow. So. Okay. 39. Welcome in, Ginger. How are you doing? Soon TM? What are we soon TMing about now? What's 39? I feel like I should know why you're 39ing. And for some reason my brain just went whining dinings 39ing. Second shiny charm in 39 more Pokemon. Ah, nice. You're doing good. Just ate your allowed half a steak over other half tomorrow. Nice. At least you get allowed it. Right. Why are people on the ring so... well, I don't know about that one. Hurdy flirty flirty, hurdy flirty flurb, her flurby herb, her flurby flurb. Actually, I probably do need a block there in a minute, but we'll sort that out in a second. Hurdy flirty 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 flurb, hurdy flur flirty flurb, herb, dee herb herb herb, dee herb herb. Why have I gone all Swedish chef? The Swedish Scots. Yes, exactly. Why have I suddenly gone Swedish Scots? You see, this is what happens. Occasionally my brain just suffers a glitch and decides to be even more random than it should be. And I have not had any Iron Brew. So I can't blame it on that. I was about to say, what the heck's a Halfis meatball? A Halfis meatball sounds like it's it sounds like it's something that IKEA would sell. I think I need to half fish meatball. Sounds like a scam. Or cat food. Hello, Elkhorn. Welcome in. How are you feeling? I noticed that you were worn out yesterday and ended up skipping your stream. That sounded like I said skipping a scream, but that wasn't what I meant, honest. Ah! Dang it. Oh, for goodness sake, Scots, would you mind placing these blocks in the right place? Just a long day or evening, so would have been good. Yeah, I know that feeling sometimes. Can I place the blocks, Captain? There's a ghast in the way. I still need to figure out what I'm going to do with this front section. But that's... Oh, that's... If I can get the ghast out of the way... That's looking a lot more like it's actually pretty well shaped, and it's going to need detail. It's going to need the heck detailing out of it, but it's starting to look a lot better. I almost feel like the middle should be lower, and I should have it sort of arching downwards to it a bit. Just to sort of match with the ship, with the rest of the ship. It's too flat, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. It is way too flat. Let's take out this as well. Uh-oh. Puffy, are you... Actually, it's Huffy that's trying to kill me this time. I swear these ghasts are taking it in turns to kill me. Typing is difficult when your hands are tangled in yarn. Ooh. That sounds like there's a tangled yarn to tail... To tail? There's a tangled yarn to tell there. Arr. Oh, what a tangled yarn we... What? No. So if I'm doing this... The diff-dabble... Diff-dabble... I mean, tangled words are what I do. I don't seem to have a ability to word. I can't word right. I also apparently can't fly in a safe manner. Oh, I need some trapdoors. It's not those ones. Or those ones. It's those ones I need. I like the way that I've just deliberately flown straight through the... no. Through the... I've got to close that trapdoor or I will guarantee that I'm going to fall through it. Oh, for goodness sakes. There we are. You frequently get your tang tongled. Yes. That was an open trapdoor, not a hole. It's a strong difference. One of them involves me dying, and the other one involves me not dying. Wait, hold on. No, that probably isn't an accurate statement anyway. I've got that wrong anyway. Dagnabbit. That shouldn't have been a... The herd. That should... I don't know what's going on in my head anymore. You're really looking forward to visiting Ireland and Scotland next year. That will be fantastic. I hope that you do enjoy it. Dean Spooner didn't get... Oh, schmiggity. Which side of the ship did I borrow this this gust from? Because it's about to sleep. It's about to be dark, and I need to sleep. It's Huffy, therefore it's the north. Huffy is my my northern gast. Puffy is my southern gast. That sounds almost wrong as well. Okay, that's going to work better. That was a clinch moment. Alright. That's better. I'm going to have to do something with the side sections. Possibly either have it as effectively looking like it's triple hulled, or have it looking like, or have it so that they arch up consistently all the way. But now I've got the propellers in, that could be a problem. Ooh. That's going to be a problem. If I start trying to have this arch upwards, that propeller shaft is in the wrong place. Oh, smeggedy. And now Minecraft is crying. Fnurbles, yes. As my guitar, as my Minecraft world's gently weeping. Beep, 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 beep. This gust is reversing. This gust is reversing. Stand clear. This gust is turning right. Beep. And we have a Staryu in chat for those who might want to try and catch it. I could tie a Yosemite Sam curse string to that command. That might actually be funny, Elkhorn. Yes. Or forget might. That would be funny. I may have to think about that one. Whoa, that's a gust to the face for the camera count. Right, I'm going to use this spot as the one that I know. You. Actually, that might be useful, Elkhorn. Thank you. I think I'll take you up on that. I think I've heard you use it, so it's the sort of thing that would probably be quite hilarious in the context around here as well. No. Stop shifting, Scots. You know that if you shifty, you'll fall straight off the ghast. It's your table flip sound. Aha! Yes. Now I know where I've heard it. Thank you. Wait. Why don't I... I was about to say, why don't I have any spruce trapdoors? And I've got like 53 of them in my inventory. I am now spruce blind. Right, so that is my target. And I need to get from here to here in an angle that fits sensibly. Actually, I could probably just follow the same... I can probably just follow that. Because it's just the same angle, just further down. How you doing, Mad? Welcome in. And thank you for joining the Scurry Elkhorn. Nope, that's in the wrong place. Right. Ah, no. Apparently I was backing upwards into my death there nearly. Oh, that's a much better shape. Even without any of the rest of the shaping in, that's a lot better shape for that central section. Ooh, I know what I could do. Because these have the propellers on them, I could probably arch them downwards just a fraction at the edges and just have it sort of... Yeah, that might work nicely. I mean, we've got quite a wide area either... Yes. Great, now I sound like I'm that... There was a dragon from the Land Before Time that just went... Yes. Dinosaur. Sorry, not dragon. Bit of extra support strap. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. Right, let's start shaping this. Ducky. Thank you, Mad. That's the one. It might have been my holiday album, Feg. Did you see the comment in my Discord from earlier? Apparently my colleagues at work are very much of the same ilk as you lot of gremlins. We went out to lunch. If I can't tell a dragon from a dinosaur, well, you're probably the perfect person. Yes. Hello, Tor. It's not happening, honest. But, yeah, my colleagues at work, during a discussion at lunch today, there was the comment of, and God said, let there be light. Thankfully, Scott's was there to turn the light on. And I'm like, well, I was just there doing an installation job. No, I've shifted again. What's that? Yeah, that feels good. God saw the light, and it was good. God saw the quarterly bill, and it was not good. Yes. Right. You have just fallen away from me at high speed. You rotten little blighter. Didn't realise AWS was around back then. That would have been if I'd used a Terraform script. What did I do on the other side originally? Facing that way. I feel like it actually should be facing a wayward Scotsman. Alas, ye wayward Scotsmans. Okay, how does that shape feel? I quite like that. So it sort of has an arch up and then an arch down at the end here. Reminded you that you're unlikely to ever have to deal with a raw cloud formation ever again. Hopefully. Come on, Huffy. We need to get you back into your dock so that I can go and take a nap. Oh, you're Puffy. Wow. I'm reminded of those cartoons where you've got two identical kids, and the mother. Muppet Christmas Carol, Bettina, and Belinda. Miss Piggy's girls. Yeah. They're the Huffy and Puffy of my brain. Now the question is, should I have that? Actually, I think I should have that one block lower. Just to really give it a point. Rather than the backside of a ghast in the cam account view. Everyone loves to see the backside of a ghast taking up their entire screen. Actually, I think I might have been better off the way it was. That looks too sharp now. Okay, it obviously wasn't the sharpest of decisions. Now I'm leaving the floor in place because I'm just going to fill in the gaps with probably dirt. There's a time and a place for being stuck in a ghast rear end. This is not it. If we ever figure out when it is, remind me not to be around. Is that what turns them from happy ghasts to angry ghasts? You see, this is a train of thought that I'm not sure I wanted to be involved in. Oh, I'm sure we can add that to the quote list. Yes. Oh yeah. There are days that my conversations are disturbing at the best of times. Ah, yes. Looks like Taran's on the way there. Thank you, Taran. Turtles are cats in Scooby. What? What was I thinking when I said that? Actually, don't answer that. I'm not sure I was thinking. Thank you, Taran. I do wonder about my brain and the things that get quoted around here. And then I realise I'm probably beyond saving, so it's not worth worrying. Actually, I am worth saving. It usually is a quote. I was trying to herd the turtles around the Caldera Towers. Of course I was. Yay! Giant Brian cell. Just what we needed. Thank you, Ginger. Ooh, 1k bits badge. Not that I actually have a 1k bits badge, but thank you. Great. Now I've got a cross between Happy Days and the Swedish Chef. There. Since you don't have 250. Good grief, Taran. Thank you. I hadn't realised you'd reached that levels of bonkers. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm about to go splat into the ceiling here. This is the problem with trying to do anything on a ghast. They drift. There's that little pause before they stop. And you don't want to have a drifting ghast. Ah! My ghast has escaped. Come back! Thank you. Either way, you're still too gassed, too curious. Something like that, Ginger. Something like that. Either way, Taran, thank you. Right. So what I need to do is probably work out how to arch that down over the course of its... A party... What the heck is a party pig? Is that what the Pokemon is or something? Oh. Okay. I hadn't realised... I was just bemused by the party pig statement and still trying to work out what the heck you were on about. Right. I feel like I go down from there to there. Eyes, brain, both are broken in this environment. Oh, hey, they're coming to take you away now. The chunk seems to be its own amount. When and why did that happen? I'm going to assume PCG unless it's got... Oh no. It's a Twitch Global emote. Good lord. Yeah, that's a Twitch Global. Yeah. No, what I wanted to do is... No. I'm a bit too shifty around here. Does that look right? No, I feel like I should move that one to the left. And like so, and then do that. That's better. That's a better curve. Well, it's not a curve if it's more of a slope, but it's what I was aiming for. I love the way that I'm having to completely rip out everything that I've done previously by way of shaping and just go, yeah, I need a bit more. Ooh, that poor contractor. Particularly since he'll probably have to bid high to cope with the journey time. All right. Puffy, stay there. I was about to say, I appear to be dancing on the bed. I'd like to sleep in it, please. All right. 1.5 hours. Ooh, that's not a journey. That's a torture. So the next problem is this bit. Actually, do I really want... Because that bit already has a tilt to it. Oh, I've got a tilt in my brain. This is that moment where it would be lovely to have something. Oh God, this is where it would be lovely to have something like Axiom and just be able to say, I want this plane, and then I want to be able to just pull down this corner of this plane and let you work out all of the dynamics of the curve, please. Just do it for me. Heil Hydrate. Having somebody else work out all the curves is just some... Yeah. Moving on. And a stretch. Right. Because these curves don't operate in one dimension. They're operating in two, which is the worst possible combination. If it was just one-dimensional, it wouldn't be so bad. Right. Huffy, your turn. I bet you'll probably either run away or drop me into the ocean again. There are 3D curve tools on plots. Yeah. Problem is, I suspect that I probably should have started thinking about it about 2 hours ago, or two streams ago. Also, probably don't have to do a huge amount to adjust it. There is something to be said for artisanal ship... Whoops. Yeah, usually it's slightly easier to build your artisanal ship when it's not at about 100 blocks up in the air. Ow. This is not just any shipbuilding. This is artisanal shipbuilding. Arr. In the sky, no less. Yarr. Is it organic? And gluten-free. All of our ships are, are proper artisanally home. I was about to say home handled. They're not free range. No, 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 no. I've also got the wrong camera up. I was wondering how long it would take me to notice that. Yeah, nope. Home, home on the range, where the artisanal ships doth complain that seldom is heard a scurrying herd of squirrels will drive them insane. That's better. It just needed that little bit. Yeah, I shifted again. Might be time for that iron brew. Ooh, that block is surplus to requirements. You know, that might actually fit as a shape, but the only thing I'm not sure about is whether or not that block needs to be half a slab lower. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a whole block. A pair of slabs. Yeah, that. And then that one needs to honestly come one forwards. Hey, Jerry May. Welcome in. That's it. That's got it. That there is the shape. There she blows. Right. Next problem. Turning this into a solid surface. Has anyone seen my sanity? Because I'm pretty sure trying to build something like this is starting to veer in the direction of only mad fools and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Mad fools and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. May have left sanity at Guildrush. That would assume that I had any before I started. Oh, no, that's the wrong side of a half slab. Don't you just hate it when you try and put a half slab in and you realise that actually you're aiming for the wrong side of it? I mean, really. Actually, I might take that one back out and leave it there. There are rumours that sanity, my sanity, nope, apparently not. I was about to say there are rumours my sanity exists. These have not been proven. Nope. I tried to shift downwards again. Shifting down. I keep shifting downwards again. It doesn't quite work like that, friend. Enjoy your noms, Feg. And have a good AFK, Tara, and hopefully it won't be too I don't think you can give clerics satin. Actually, I don't know. We don't know what their cloaks are made of. It might be a satin cloak. And we have a Metapod in chat for those who are playing the PCG. Thank you, Huffy. As opposed to the Gust, which has a Saturn. Oh! Oh! I didn't spot that until I read it, Tor. Ow. That was painful, Tor. You've been around Blast Jordan too much. let's double check a few things. Like, where are we aiming for? If I only had a brain, I would wonder where I was going when I wondered what I was doing. If I only had a brain. No. Too soon. Hello, Kay. Welcome in. And I agree, definitely worthy of a pufferfish award. We'll send the pufferfish so that it causes you the correct amount of agony for that pun. That's what a pufferfish award is. We'll send you a pufferfish and you get the agony that you have caused us. That doesn't look terrible. I think I need to do one here as well. Maybe two. Yes. Oh, that's looking better. That definitely. That feels like... I like that. That works. And... yeah. I'm going to have to do some real... I'm going to have to do some real tap dancing for the sides, but... and duplicating it is going to be a small mare, but I think that works for the shaping. Oh yes. Ooh yes. Ooh, matron. Welcome back, Raven. I think I should probably do the central section so that it's easier to see how this works, or looks even. I'm running low on jungle slabs, however. Fortunately, it's easy enough to get to that. Right. Let's grab that many. You know, 2 stacks of them's probably good. And turn those into those, because we'll need those. Right, this is going to be the bit where it's going to be interesting. Well, for values of... it's always interesting. Right, you. I suspect we need to go up a bit early there. Yeah. I go a bit there, and then there, and here, and then we just go flat and level there. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Right, we'll sort out those in a minute, because that's going to be a problem all the way through that middle block. Oh, I'm out. I did not plan for stairs. Well, that's... how did I place that there? How did I pick that bad up? Oh, I just crashed into the propellers. Instant ghast sushi. What? Oh, lovely. Right. Nope. shifting if you want to go down, Scots. Just look down, you... Splech. Likes a splech. Who knows? No, that's going to have to be a half slab. I think I probably need to do that. And then that. And that's Hurdy, filady. Yep. One of them. I do so love trying to do things that are curves. Why do I do this to myself? It's a question that I ask myself regularly. Ooh. That probably should have gone up earlier. Ooh. I needed that to be steeper, I think. Yeah, that needed to be steeper here. Nah. So that probably should have gone up at that point. At which point I think we're looking at you being there. And then this. So I probably need that to be up one. Look, will you? Grr. Try to turn my head and the ghast moves. Feel like that and that. No, that should be a stair. But then it needs to be... like that. Is that roughly right? You know, that might actually be... That might be right. Let's use the easier to move a camera. That? Ooh, I think I might need to feather this corner. No? Yes? Maybe. It looks it looks right, I think. This is the sort of fun that I had, Elkhorn, when I was trying to do the original shaping of the ship on Idiotic Ink. It's all of these compound curves and compound shapes that just take so much brain. And you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me a bit of a manta ray. I think that's right. I think that might be the right shape, though. I need to do something with the front, but that's probably going to be a much more curvy curve than anything else. It's going to be more sort of Blair. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a cut-off sphere, almost. Hey, I managed to land on the bed properly. Woohoo! Right, before I head back down into the ghast, or back down under, what we should probably do is sort out floor levels. Why am I under the floor? And what I think I'm going to do is just fill in that, like so. If I do this area might be stepped up. Yes, if I do that. Does that have to be stepped up? Yes, it is, because that's an edge. That's not terrible for an interior floor shaping. And we can probably make this a bit less dramatic. Oh, that's an outer wall edge. That probably shouldn't have had that yet. We'll sort that out in a minute when we get a wall. Whoops, that was almost a load blaring spleef. Load blaring? What's a load blaring spleef? Right, what I'm going to do is focus on... Actually, I'm going to focus on the outer wall at this point. Because if I focus on the wall, between streams I can do the other half. Just do all the work to duplicate this and not force you to look at me trying to count ridiculously to numbers. Ridiculously to numbers. Wow. I mean, it's an accurate statement. It's just completely useless. And I think the other thing I need to work out is there's a forward upper section on this. Accurate, but completely useless as a statement, yes. Also known as anything that comes out of my mouth. I need... Where's my tough? Let's get 6 of those. Packed mud, that's not helpful. Turn those into polished. Do we put the building and then put the... Wow! Okay. At what point did I start building tentacles? Yes. Also, what did I do over here? Oh, I got that completely wrong. Oh, yes. Okay. Caldera. Oh, of course, the caldera. Thank you, Raven. I'd forgotten about those. And we have a Pokemon in chat for anyone who might need a notification. I forgot about all the tentacles that we had in the caldera. I don't want to spleef myself just yet. should really move one of these stacks of, yes, these things, so that I can easier climb up the ship here. All of those words are useful. Not all of them are in the right place. Oh, that's not useful. Oh, no, 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 no. Just no. Alright. I'm out of jungle woods. One of these days I'll do that and I'll forget that I don't have an elytra on or something. Of course, given we're over the ocean, it won't hurt so much. But hey, that was a good landing. I like that. I came up through... anyone would think I'd been spending time jumping up through scaffolding on Feg's build. Of the no. No. Yes, exactly. It's also the no of an Alistair, which I really think I might have to bring into this world. I think the no-nos of an Alistair are far more fun. Okay, that's the back of the building, so I can actually bring in this because this area is deck. That's the one. Because I'm an evil soul and thought it would be fun to see how Alistair responded. He responded in exactly how I'd hoped. At some point, I think it would be interesting to see what Alistair and Stewman's Kitchen would be like paired off, because they both have the same sort of level of yes and. Glam Pixie's like, uh-oh, no. So we don't need an Alistair and a Stewman's Kitchen together then. Chaos meets chaos. Exactly. It'd be great fun. It'd be like mayhem and chaos. At some point, this bit is going to cease to exist because the bridge between the two sections of ship is that one. But it's convenient to have both at the moment. Oh, I've just realised what this is starting to make me think of. And it would need a third section if it was. I'm thinking this is reminding me of the finishing school from oh damn it, Curtsies and what's the name of the book? Espionage and Etiquette is the second book. It's from the Finishing School series. Etiquette and Espionage. It's from... Oh, it is just from the Finishing School series. Okay. Basically, the concept is that there's a finishing school that exists in an airship with 3 sections. And the teachers live in the front section. if I remember rightly. Or is it just the upper decks that they live in? I feel like I would be better off having almost a set of... Ooh, that might actually look really nice. Come on. I need to sleep. Let me sleep. Thank you. Ooh, we've got the space to have that at the... Yes. Okay, that would work. Yeah, let's do that. It's waxed exposed copper grate I want. 1, 2, 3, 4's a 12. I need 4 3s. That's what I need. I need... Boing, 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 boing. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, nearly. Let's see. I would like to put a plank there. And then we will do this. And then we'll put a plank there and that. We'll leap over to this one and do that and that. And then we will run out of spruce stairs. Because of course we will. Why, it would be... It would be absolutely rude to have the right number of blocks. Right. That's probably a helpful-ish number. Probably not what I need, it's a helpful-ish number. Boink, 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 boink. See, if I can get this shape right, it might actually help figure out that shape. Because... that one's the one that's annoying me and I can't figure it out. I need to be up there. There's no good way up there. Fine. Ah. There's no good way up there at all. How the disfnickable? Alright, you get to be there. There. Then we'll start that. This. Another one just because, at which point that probably means that this shaping is wrong, because I will want to put a staircase support wall walkway thingy here. A staircase wall walkway thingy here. Yes. All of these words go very well together. Just not. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that up to the... No, that should have been half-slabbed. No, hold on. Yes, no, half-slabbed. because that's the point at which we... Yes, and then that probably means that this shouldn't be one of those. It should be one of those. So let's get a couple more of the tough stone thingies. I love the way that I'm focusing on the upper wall instead of actually focusing on the wall that I'm supposed to be doing, which is the one on the lower side of the ship. Because clearly it makes perfect sense. Absolutely, Taryn. Welcome back. They're not tough stone doodads, so they're definitely thingies. And they absolutely cannot be Watsits. I also feel like I should probably think about doing some sort of shaping here in a minute. Ah! There's no floor there. I should also think about finishing the floor. I found the flaw in my plan, or rather the lack of it. Where did I start that? There. Okay. Right. You, and you, and you. And then you, and you. And then we take that out, and that out, and that out. And we put another one of those here. Did I only... Oh, I can't count to 4 properly. You're in someone else's home and you open the door to go to a room. Do you A, close the door immediately, B, close the door after you leave, C, leave every single door open, including the balcony door with the AC on? Oh, absolutely D. Normally I would consider B as being on the edge of... on the sort of valid level of courteous. That's B for... Smeggedy. B for Smeggedy. Yes. Does Shion have a tendency to flee with extra flee? Actually, no, you don't want the fleas, so it would just be just fleeing. And the bee is silent. Buzz, 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 buzz. Nico is sensible and stays off away from the... Shion, on the other hand, goes everywhere she isn't supposed to be. Yeah... That sounds like Shion. Am I pronouncing that right? Also, why does this feel like it's further forward than the other one? No, it's in the right place. Okay. Oh, good. I knew the pronunciation was different to all of the other pronunciations. And we have a Pokemon in chat for those who might be curious after it or needing a weekly. Not that I have any clue where I am on the weeklies, because I haven't been paying attention. Shion is a Chaos Nexus. Well, yes. For 2 reasons. Cat and cat. Do, 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 do. And I think I need some more of the doodads and thingamawatsits. Yeah, those. Kitty butt. Yes. For some reason, my brain is actually thinking more, this one. Smell cats. Zoomies feels appropriate as well. Alternative would be screaming around. Did I actually cut that up? Yes, I did. That's good. No, you're not supposed to be there. Now, what I might do is actually have it so that this and this are connected somehow from here to here, so that there's a sort of shaping. But apparently it's getting dark again. How did I run it? Grr. Here we find the Flying Scotsman as he flies into something. Really? 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 Apparently we're in Moody's mode again. Not Moody Pretties mode, just Moody's. Game is feeling moody today. It's in a mood. My Minecraft world is crying because I use scaffolding. Hey, Cosmic! Maybe it played Expedition 33 and... Ooh. How are you doing, Cosmic? I don't like that shaping. It just looks wrong. No. Well, apparently that block's gone forever. I removed one too many blocks. Right, let's try this again and see if we can come up with a shape that looks better. Also, I'm going to change materials. I'm going to do this in the polished... No, I'm not. If I do this in the polished tough, I don't have diff devable. You will be okay when it's weekend. Well, it'll be good to get to the weekend then. That's better. That feels more like the right sort of shape. It's got a sort of progressive curve. You can probably get away with doing that to it as well. Yes. Tomorrow, tomorrow, we love ya. Tomorrow, your Friday and the weekend's nearly here. Can you, like, skip Friday, go straight to Saturday, do not pass go, but, like, do collect $200 pounds because you'd really like that? Yeah, I think everyone would. I would love to say yes to that, Cosmic. I really would. Unfortunately, it's outside of my control. Contrary to personal preference, they do not let me decide when the weekend... Hey, MP Clark. I am building... So at the moment, these are the lower parts of a giant airship. And Ghast Bay. So we started off with the Happy Ghasts, and then we built some a couple of storage bays for them. Then we built this section of the airship, which still needs a front put on it. And then we got a lovely, huge propeller on the back. And now we're getting the front section of the airship, which is going to make it a little bit sillier. And at some point, there's probably going to be a front section of the airship, because silly. Although it might just be that I'd bring forward the... oh, yeah, that would work. I could just bring that forward. Yeah. And the idea is actually... So, Ginger said you can, alright, let you tell you. Yes, that works. I have a... there's an inspiration image that I posted into my Discord. Which is what I'm using as inspiration for this. And what I've just realized is if I take with this section here and this section here, I can use these as the base of the balloon. But what is the front for? Money laundering or something truly dangerous like Lego suppliers? Well, the front bit will be for fronting stuff. So this is the first of the airships for our, in World Lore, Explorers Guild. So they will be going around the universe looking at stuff and exploring it. So it might be that the front of the ship is for mapping and so forth. The front will clearly be for splatting into things, that too. It's because I always end up doing that. Also, Cosmic, I could try. I have occasionally tried. I'm not very good at building stuff badly. I just keep forcing myself to keep building. How do I get to that section? There we are. I'm going to do that and that. That. 1, 2, 3. No. Yes. Sort of. I could really do with being able to fly to construct at this point. The front is for fronting the back, which is for backing up the front. Yes, exactly. It's all a front. Not quite sure what it's a front for, but it'll be a fronted. Do I have enough materials for what I'm about to do? No. Ginger, you and I are apparently sharing a brain cell here. That's dangerous. I'm not sure you and I should share brain cells, Ginger. That's not a bed. That's a trapdoor. I'd like to go to sleep just to get rid of the rain. And then we will take Huffy or Puffy and go and fly around the front of this thing. But where else can you borrow a much-needed brain cell in this time of agony? Go for an energy drink. But tomorrow I think will be my day of breaking into an Iron Brew before stream. So for those who will be around for that, panic. Panic! Scots will be breaking into an Iron Brew and will only be worse than ever. Please, please. Is there Iron Brew in the room? I have Iron Brew in my fridge right now. I always keep a supply of Iron Brew for those moments. I still need to actually sort out this room. Well, actually, not so much that room. But this room that will have the engine for the big propeller. Right, now I can get rid of some rain. 2-to-1 odds it starts raining the moment I get back out of bed again. Right. Hello, Huffy. Come on, Huffy. Let's go fly around and build stuff, because that's what you're useful for. Well, you're useful for being cute as well. That shape does look good. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Da, da, da. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I am tempted to go. Let's see. That. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, because then that would be 5. And that feels like it's a good distance. Might be a bit too far forwards. That's too much. That is way too much. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this quite so big. Who am I and what have I done with Scotsman? I'm choosing not to make a build big. I could really have done with some more materials in my inventory. Why do I never have the thing I need? Mostly because I haven't a clue what I'm building until I'm in the middle of building it. Yeah, that works. I can do something with that. A wild munna has appeared for the Pokemon. What are you caught on? Alright, let's just get... let's go for 12. 12 feels like a good number. I'm also curious, am I making these things when I've got them already? Thankfully, no. I don't have them already. That's good. I need those. I need more of these. Canadian Dragon, welcome in, and thank you for joining us with your chat. How was your stream? What were you up to in Minecraft? If you have a moment to... If you have a please ignore the spinning disc of doom. The spinning disc of doom. How... If you have a moment, stop and say how your stream was. Very much appreciate it. Very curious to hear what you're up to. If you do need to raid and run, self-care is important. Remember not to sit on the spinning disc of doom. It does... it's not funny. It's a bit side-splitting, but... welcome into all of those with that raid as well. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Trying to take a ghast out for a bit of a fly around. Place the walls of the Well of Sacrifice on the Sanctuary server. Ooh. And came up with a great idea for the town you're putting above it. That sounds lovely. Cosmic, you should know by now. Occasionally I'll be in the middle of doing something and I'll fluff up badly. And that fluffing around will just result in the wrong thing. Ah, no. Oh, and I've got the wrong dupe. The latter, Tor. The latter. There should be exclamation marks around... quote marks around everything and many exclamation points. No. Where the heck is the... Oh my. That almost feels like it should be added to the quote board. Dear Cosmic, that is a lovely statement, if a little bit disturbing. And, yes. No. Back here. And that, and that. And then one of those. And then 3 of these. And not of those, and 1 of those. And then... right. Now, the thing here would be... am I carrying... yes, I am. That's awesome. So what we can do is... a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. And a little bit of t'other. And a little bit of Monica by my side. A little bit of chaos in my mind. A little bit of mayhem in my stream. A little bit of things that make me sing. Only 10% of it is my fault. Well, I'm glad that it's only 10% my fault. Oh, I was going to try and put a... oh, I can get away with something else. Let's do that. I feel like... oh, I can't. I was going to say, I'd love to put a set of 3 stairs across the front there, but that doesn't work because it's not the stair level. Look after yourself, Ginger, and thank you for joining us. Lovely to see you as always. And have a nice nap. No, I think that was better when it was down a half slab. Sometimes you're better just standing on top of your ghast and trying to fix things that way. Aha! That might help. No, it wouldn't. That would look terrible. But that might help. Could this do? Nope, because it's the wrong side of a half slab. Why? That means I can't put a half... I can't put half slab there either. Fnurble. What? Why am I... Oh. I love it when I get a text message of, your order has now been booked in. You will be getting a delivery on this date. And I'm like, oh no. I don't like this. This is wrong. Look after yourself, Dragon, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for bringing in that raid. I think what I need is a pair of stairs. I also probably need a quick nap because it's getting dark again. Right. Puffy, if I go and take a quick nap, are you going to fly away? The answer is obviously yes, but... Yep, right on cue, just as I'm about to wake up, Puffy just flies off just to be a brat. Puffy, Puffy, come back. Oi. Puffy. Get your tentacle patootie down here. Thank you. Really? Are we really at the quote 200? I reject your reality and substitute a complete lack of knowledge about what time it is. I think that needs to be this. Like so. At which point that shouldn't be here. No, Feg. You don't get that just because you say it. You can't unilaterally declare a longer stream. I'm just rejecting the fact that time has clearly caught up when I was not expecting it to. Time is a construct and doesn't exist. Have I ever mentioned how much you lot are gremlins? Apparently the answer to that is yes. Yes, I have. Right. Let's get this ghast out of the... Actually, I'm just going to sit here on this ghast. I'm just going to float around while we go into Pretty's mode. Right. Let's have a look at what we've done. Because the answer is not as much as we thought, but hey, you never know. Then again... Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. I need to finish off this front. This front really needs a lot of shaping. And I need to do the shaping on the underside of this side, which I think I'll try and do between streams, so that you don't see me panic and flail. Also need to do the front of the back half. Oh, those propellers though, those look good. It's got that lovely steampunky feel, doesn't it, Feg? The block palette is just feeling like it goes so well together. I do need to start bringing the warped wood into the front section at some point soon. But it's got just a nice feel to it at the moment. The happy gust just adds to it, doesn't it? It gives it context and sizing. And now you want cake. Cake. And it's not even cake or death, it's just cake. I feel like I have possibly... Yeah, I've got to do quite a bit more with the darker colours at some point. I think that's the problem. The front section is very, very light. So if I turn this off, the front section is very, very light in colouring when the back section isn't. There's a lot more dark on it. So I might have to adjust some of the colour schemes a bit. Although actually the front is more the reverse of the back. The back has the light sections as the... Yeah, the back has the light sections as the banding, and the front has the... yes. Today cake. What's today cake? And at some point soon, we need to start thinking about how we're going to put the giant balloons on this. Which really sounds slightly wrong. However... we have reached the point where I do need to consider taking myself offline because I need a break, and we have reached wrapping up point. I will be back again tomorrow at the same time as usual, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we are going to... Careful, dragon. That's a dangerous phrase to use. Where we will be back again carrying on work on this airship, because why not? It's great fun. Let's have a look. You know what? That could have been a worse typo. Yes. I am going to send us on a raid, and since they're currently live and currently playing Minecraft and are in here quite a lot, let's have a look at and see what Nordic Wolf is up to. That's my edit stream button, not my raid button. Exactly. Had a feeling that that would be the one that you got upset about more. So yeah, let's go and see what Nordic Wolf is up to. They appear to be... well, they're on USSMP, Creative Planning of the Wolf Base. So yeah, let's go and see them. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Take care of yourselves, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. It's amazing to have you around. Bye-bye.